All right, we're recording. Kyntel, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing all right. Thank you for making the time.
Yes, yes.
Are you
Thank you
back
for
in New
having
York?
me. Huh?
Are you back in New York?
I am.
Gotcha. How's your Thanksgiving?
It was good. I house hop, ate a lot of food, the usual things. Relaxed. How was
Did
yours?
did you get to travel back down?
No, I stayed here.
Okay, gotcha. Nah, mine was pretty quiet. Hung out with some friends, head of a bar, per usual.
That's
That's like the new Thanksgiving tradition for me. It's like just go bar hopping or something. And you'd be surprised at how many people are out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But before we go on, do me a favor and introduce yourself.
Okay. My name is Kyntel Hines. I am 20 years old, about to be 21. I'm a college student at St. John's University. I was born in Jamaica, Queens, New York, and then raised in Augusta, Georgia. Now I'm back. I like to run. I like to play volleyball. I pretty much like to do anything, actually.
Wait, you're about to turn 21?
Yes.
Damn. Damn. I remember you were young, but I didn't remember you were that young. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. Do you have anything planned for that?
No.
Oh man, you said that very quickly.
I don't know. It's a thing. I don't normally do anything for my birthday.
I'm the same way. I'm not a huge birthday guy.
Right.
Like if I get invited to someone's like birthday thing, I'm all for it. I'll buy them drinks, throw up, the party, whatever. But for mine, it's like leave me alone.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I'm not accomplishing anything. I mean, if anything, they should be giving my parents gifts or something, like they're the ones who did all the work.
Right.
But no, you said that you're going to St. John's. I remember you were telling me that you were doing some sort of like social work studies or something.
I major in health and human services.
What does that mean?
It's Lord, I honestly don't even know how to explain it. It's healthcare, but like the more administrative side.
Administrative side of the healthcare industry.
Yes.
How does someone decide to do that?
That's a so when I transferred here and what wanted to major in, my grades coming from my last college weren't bad, but they just weren't the best for what I wanted to get into. And also they were those type of majors and stuff. It was like healthcare, medical stuff. They more so reserve it for the freshmen, the incoming freshmen. So I was like, oh, okay, well, let me do this because it's still in healthcare. So I'll do that and see where I can go with it.
What were you wanting to do in the medical field?
Good question. I don't know. I feel like I changed it up a lot.
Yeah.
I just know I wanted to go into the medical field.
Would you want to be like a nurse or like a doctor or
It was going to be some type of doctor or physician. For a while, I was with OB, but I didn't think I would be able to go to school for that long.
what is OB?
Obstetrician,
Okay. And what is that like 8, 9, 10 years of school?
11.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, it's I think um four undergrad, then medical school, and then like residency and all of that.
Is it just the time though that you were kind of like, holy shit?
No, I just hate school. I just don't like school.
Oh my God, dude. I was the same way. I was like, anything that's longer than like 1 year is too much. Which is
That
funny because I ended up going to school for 8 years, even though I
oh
hated
wow.
it. Yeah, man. Well, what is it about school that you hate then?
Uh, let's see. So coming out of in high school, I don't know. I guess I just didn't want to do the work. I was like, man, I'm never gonna use this stuff. It's all useless to me. But looking back, high school wasn't really that bad. Now I'm in college and I just feel like it's all a scam.
Explain.
It's just they want you to get this education, pay X amount, do all these extra things, this, that, and the third. And let's be real, how much of it actually gets used? Like, for example, undergrad, how many people use their actual degree?
Yeah.
At least from the ones I've talked to, not that many.
What if school was free? Would you still think it's a scam?
If it was free, I probably wouldn't. I would I'd be more inclined to go,
Yeah.
but I don't know. It's still kind of on the I need to take something that's useful to me as something necessary. Because otherwise I'm just wasting my time.
Something that's applicable.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things here, right? Because one, they should not be charging an arm and a leg to go get an education.
Yes.
Like that should be a fundamental right. And it's not just because, oh, we deserve it. No, but economically speaking, education helps grow technology, and technology is the biggest factor of economic growth.
Right.
So if you really want a country to do well, you want to have an educated,
Educated
advancing,
population.
right. Um, but it's almost like a test, right? The way I see school is it's almost like a test and an opportunity. The test
Mm-hmm.
is, are you capable of just starting and finishing a task, right?
Okay.
Because that's what it is, right? You go to school, they're like, all right, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to make sure you get these type of grades, take these type of classes, blah blah blah. You go to school, you do all these bullshit homework assignments for classes that you're right, you will never ever utilize ever again.
Right.
But it's also the opportunity for you to learn how to work with people, learn how to work with certain types of people, learn who knows what, and other options out there, right?
True.
Um, so it's a test and it's an opportunity and to like network, right? Because you never know who you're gonna meet. And so
Yes.
it could like pay off in the future and be like, oh yeah, this guy started his own business, or this guy works at this company or in this field that I want to switch over or do whatever. Um, but the reason that it always feels like a giant scam is because of the price tag, right?
I think that's the main thing.
Because I've okay, so I know this guy at work, and he was telling me he has like I want to say like $250,000 worth of student loans,
Oh, wow.
and he's not making nearly enough to pay that off anytime soon.
Yikes.
So it's kind of like, but then the
Right.
sad part is all the jobs or most of the jobs that pay really well outside of starting your own business require a 4 year degree minimum.
Yes.
And last I checked, it was like 33-35% of the US population actually graduates, which is crazy low.
I was about to say, I feel like that's very low.
It's crazy low how many people actually graduate college here.
Right.
And then you look at the median income and it's like 55, 65,000 for like a family of four. And it's like, hang on,
Jeez.
none of this makes sense. None of this makes any sense.
No.
So I don't know. At the end of the day, if someone asks me, is college worth it? Yes, it's a pain in the ass, it's expensive, it's almost pointless, almost. But if you want an easy way to just make money in the future, go to
Right.
college.
Right.
Because that's like the bare minimum.
I would agree. I definitely would agree.
So wait, so then are you how far are you from finishing
I am a year and a half,
a year and a half?
possibly a year.
Are you gonna try and like take extra classes
Uh, I
to
don't
like finish
know.
up early?
So right now I take six each semester, and if I keep taking six and then maybe like one summer class or even a class over like winter break or something, then that would end me a semester. I was thinking about maybe trying to go study abroad, but I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore.
Why not?
Uh, I don't know. Well, I think I'm almost certain I missed the application for it. Number one, and then two, since it will be going into my senior year, and I feel like just the timing of it probably wouldn't be the best because at that time I would need to start looking for jobs and everything else going on, getting actual life together.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta, the way I see it, your last semester of college should be the
Uh-huh.
semester that it's like a full time, almost like a full time job of just applying everywhere, right?
Right.
Because, yeah, you don't want to graduate and be not have a job for too long.
Right.
And the application process usually takes like a month or two or three. Do you have an idea of like where you want to apply?
No.
You're just kind of rolling
I
with
know.
it.
I am right now. I'm just rolling with the punches.
Nothing wrong with that. But you said that you grew up down south, but you've only been here for how long?
I've been here for a year now.
And what are you thinking?
Well,
What are your
year and
thoughts
a
on like
half.
the a year and a half? What are your thoughts on
Yes.
like some of the differences?
Um, I don't know. I never really feel like I had thoughts about it. I don't feel like I came into anything new or different or unexpected.
Right.
I don't know. Everything from it felt like I just fell right in place.
Huh. Because for me, it's like a night and day.
Really?
Yeah, mainly because of the diversity,
Okay.
and the pace, right?
Uh,
Like I remember I was in Kentucky like a month and a half ago, and I'm just like looking at these like people walking super slow, and I'm just like in my head, I just wanted to like die. And then I'm like, shit, I need to stop thinking like that. Like it's probably not healthy to like want everyone else to be like in a rush and in a hurry.
right.
But so what else you been up to, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. Let's see what else.
Did you see the news? I saw this like I don't read the news too often because it's a lot of
Uh-huh.
bullshit. But I saw this article on Reddit and it was like Google AI has determined that like the moon landing video was like fake or something like that.
Really? I feel like that's been a debate for years if it was real or fake.
Right. I mean, look, I don't know if it was real or not. I wouldn't be surprised if it was real, and I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't real because what was it, 1969 or something like that? It's like they don't even know what computers are, and yet we're landing on the moon.
Right.
Um, but I mean, I wouldn't say that it's not possible, right? So
Yeah,
this artificial intelligence thing is like getting out of hand.
it is. I actually went to some an event yesterday, and the like main focus of it was supposed to be artificial intelligence in healthcare.
Okay.
So I don't know. They really mainly just talked about like like how it's developing and that they don't believe it's gonna fully take over healthcare, which I can agree because I feel like you're always gonna need that. At least right now, you're always gonna need someone with the hands-on to do things.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree with that. But it's developing really fast.
If anything, it would be like the doctors, right? That might be replaced quickly because the doctor, from my understanding, is kind of like the quote unquote expert who signs off on things.
Uh-huh.
So I've had friends and have friends who are like nurses or assistants or whatever, and they're like, yeah, we do 99% of the work. And then the doctor comes in, reviews everything. They're like,
Right.
"Yep, this looks good. Well done. Let me go to the next patient." Right. But it's the
Right.
nurses that are hands on.
Doing the work, the actual caring for the patient.
Right. Now, obviously, it's like a hierarchy, right? Nothing can get like approved or whatever without the sign off of a doctor.
Right.
But if you have AI, which, AI, let's just put it out there. It's just a sophisticated model that can intake live data points and spit out whatever, right? So it's just a regular formula. It's just ever learning.
Right.
So that being said, I trust a computer to have more knowledge on 3 million books than a doctor who's read 20 books, right?
Right.
So I do think that doctors are more likely to get replaced. If anything, they're going to start making less because they will find ways to kind of replace them a little bit.
Uh-huh.
So I think that that's possible, right?
I would say that's possible. The main thing that we kind of, I guess, talked about would be, I want to say it was reception, like receptionists, the people who sit at the desk, like that. And then I would say, I guess doctors too, because they were saying how like they have the AI machine, whatever in there. And as you're talking or saying like what the problem is, how you feel, everything, it's just like making note of it. It's like basically what the doctor does.
Right. Right. So yeah, and because like there's McDonald's now, right, where you walk in and there's no humans. So there's no reason why a doctor's office can't be the same. So
Right.
like if I get a cold and I'm like, oh man, I need to go to the doctor, I should be able to walk into these places with a touch screen kiosk, check in, and then it'll say, okay, come in this room. I go in the room and it'll be like a robot and it'll be like, hey, what's the problem? And I'll be like, well, I'm feeling like shit and my nose is runny, throat is red, blah, blah, blah. It might be like, all right, spit into this cup so we can test for whatever. Um, the only real human interaction here that was probably be needed is if like I need blood drawn
Uh-huh.
or something else, right? But there are
Yeah.
machines that can look at your eyes, that can look at your face and be like, oh, yeah, you look sick. You look like you have these symptoms. We're testing it now. Oh, you do have it. Here's your prescription. Have a good day.
Right.
And there's no need for a human to be there at all outside of, all right, we're going to need a blood test. We'll send someone in.
Yeah.
In other words, we're all going to be out of jobs here. Is that something you worry about?
I'm gonna be honest right now, no.
Yeah.
Just because I don't know, I guess I'm not thinking that far ahead right now. I hate to say. But yeah, no, right now, like in the future, I can definitely see a lot of jobs being taken. But for me right now, I'm definitely say no.
It's interesting because yeah, you're 20, you're almost half my age, almost. And yeah, I'm not worried about it at all, right? Because by the time I retire, it'll be like, who cares? Like I know my career as a human being is not in threat for the next 20 years, maybe
Right.
15 years, but I'll have enough to retire by then.
Okay.
But everyone else, like coming out of school right now or like
Yeah.
entering school, it's like, hang on, what are you going to do after 15 years? Like that means you got to save up as much money as you can, like
Right.
now from the beginning of your career, because this might be the first time ever where there's like, will there be jobs?
Yeah.
I don't know, kind of scary, at least for the younger folk.
It is. Because if there's no jobs, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Well, what can be done, right?
Right.
It's just in our nature to have to do something.
Yeah.
It's not natural for people to just sit around and do nothing.
Right.
And then you got to pay rent.
Oh gosh. Bills.
Yeah. So if you have no money, no jobs,
What happens next?
right, right.
I feel like then it just creates a chain reaction.
Yeah. So this is where it gets interesting because do you think like a universal income type of thing would be realistic? Like
Mm,
where they just give you a check every month, no matter what.
for a universal one for everyone, I
Yeah.
would say right now, no, just because just the way the country is. I feel like they would have to change a lot. They would have to re I don't know if I'm using this right, but like reallocate a lot of the funds that they already have. And I don't even know. I don't know if they're willing to do that because just like the problems that we have now with like poverty and homelessness and things like that, it doesn't seem like they're willing to do. But it seems like they're willing to do, but so much.
Right. Well, that's because
So
Joe
having to do
Biden
that,
is under control. This is all
so
Joe
having to do
Biden's
that for
fault.
everyone, I don't think it's gonna work out. But I don't
So
know. I realize I honestly don't know much about like government stuff.
yeah.
I
So
just know like very surface level.
so you're gonna graduate in a year and a half or so. Is there
Yes.
is there anything that you do worry about then? Because like I don't know, the news is always like, oh, these young people, it's like climate change and God knows what else. But what do you worry about? Do you worry about anything?
I don't think I worry about anything actually. I don't. Because I mean, most of the things that people I feel like people worry about are things that we can't even control or we can't do anything about.
Right.
I mean, maybe you can like mentally prepare yourself or something like that, but what is worrying about it gonna do for me?
That's very
It's not
true.
gonna change it. It's not gonna stop it.
See, I think that's a pretty healthy way to think about things. Like worry about what you can control.
Right.
Yeah. No, I meet a lot of people who are like freaking out. And even like older people who are like, oh man, we've only got another 20 good years on this planet. And I'm like, what are you talking about? But they really do think that it's all like going to shit. But
Right.
I think humans have been thinking it's all going to shit forever. But yeah, so how's the run? Are you still running?
I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying.
I haven't seen you on
I
one of these like Tuesday runs.
I haven't been to any actually. I started in my own group, my own running group on campus.
Nice. Yeah, because I
Yes,
remember you were
we're
telling me about like some of the schools that you were going to didn't have like running stuff.
yes. St. John's was one. They don't have a men's track team, so I was like, well, let's try and start a track club. So I started a track club. We're officially recognized like under student government.
Nice.
So I still run. I try to run every day.
Do you
I
really?
It doesn't happen every day. So I'm gonna say like 4 or 5 times a week.
That is a lot. Like a lot. No, I try to run 2 to 3 times a week,
Okay, that's good.
but I think I need to like do better because man, I'm starting to like feel the jiggles on my body as I'm running. It's terrible. I didn't know. This is embarrassing. But I was talking to George, one of the guys from the run
Uh-huh.
club. I was talking to him, and I guess he also did like competitive running.
Right.
And I didn't know the competitive running was a thing outside of the Olympics.
Really?
So like I didn't learn this until balls deep in college, right? Like I started to like notice that there were like quote unquote track and field. And I never knew what track and field was. Like I would always hear it, but I had no clue what it was
Wow.
until like college. And then like I started to learn like, oh, these people actually race
I
like
actually do this.
year round. And
Yes.
they're like, yeah, it starts in like middle school, high school. And I'm like,
Yep.
what?
Yes,
So
indeed. I started well, I started running just because for fun in like elementary.
well,
And
that
then
sounds
middle
terrible.
school. Huh?
I hate running. I hate everything about running except for the part that it burns pretty much everything, all the nasty food that we eat. It'll like burn it right
Right.
off.
It does. And it's a quick way.
But you started running in elementary school and middle school.
In middle school, I started actually competing, and then I just kept going, kept
What was
going.
like what did you compete in? Because I'm guessing it's like there's short races like the sprints and then like the long races, right?
Yes. Um, I changed it up. So, middle school, my first year in middle school, of course, you're just getting into middle school, so you probably I wasn't the best out there. So I was like, I'll just do whatever I can get. Then I ended up starting with sprints. Well, I did like mid distance stuff, like 800. And then I went to sprinting, and I was good at that, but I got injured, and it took everything in me just to walk. So I was like, ooh, I'll switch over to some distance stuff just because I honestly it's not my field, not what I like. So I'll just do it just so I stay running and stay training. And I should have just let myself heal, but
Yep.
I didn't. So I went to distance and then ended up kind of getting into that, but I found like my sweet spot in mid distance,
What is mid distance?
like 4, 800.
Like is that so if I'm looking at a track
Right.
and it's like four loops is a mile, right?
Yes.
What is 800?
800 is 2 laps.
Two laps?
Yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know any of this stuff. I should probably like know some of it because every now and then someone will like talk to me like running and stuff, and they're like, I don't know, saying names and distances and all this stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, okay, cool. I know you're talking about running, but I don't know what any of your words mean really.
I'm surprised. I don't know why I was like, "Oh yeah, you know." Wow.
No, no. I have lived a very small, ignorant life where like I always wanted to play football and then
uh
school would start and I'd be like, all right, where do I sign up? And they're like, no, all of that was like over the summer. Like
oh,
football starts in the summer, you apply, you go to training, you do like whatever, and then by the time school
right.
starts, the team's already been selected and they've already done
Ah.
their whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll do it next year. And then next year I would do the same thing. School starts. I'm like, hey, where do I sign up for football? And they're like, again, you're not listening, kid. Um, but yeah, it was bad. So I would hear the words like track and field here and there, but I was like, I don't know what that means, and I don't really care. No, but it's funny that you were talking about like not letting yourself like heal up after like an injury.
Yeah,
Why do runners insist on just not stopping?
that's a very good question.
Because
I
I have yelled at so many people who are like, yeah, man, I'm hurting here and I'm hurting there. And I'm like, why are you running?
yeah,
And they're like, oh no,
that's
it feels better when I run. I'm like, does it? Does it though?
that's definitely a thing with me still. I don't know. At the time, I was like, I was had we the season had pretty much just started, and I was doing good. I was like, oh yeah, this is the year. And so I when I got hurt, I was like, oh man, there's like a group of people out there with me. I was like, nobody tell anybody. To y'all's knowledge, right now I'm not hurt. Cause I knew what I was expecting to come from that year. So I was like, I'm gonna just try and still achieve whatever I can.
Right.
I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, I'm gonna still run. I'm not
And
giving up this easy.
like runners are just so stubborn.
We are. We definitely are.
Because me, I'm the opposite. I'll look for any reason not to run. Like if it's cold, if it's rainy, if my leg feels a little funky, I'm like, nah, I'm not running. Like it's just time consuming, and then you don't really do anything. You're just moving.
You're just moving.
Like this is why I can't go to the gym. I go there and I like lift something up and I'm like, why am I doing this? Like this doesn't make any sense.
I love going to the gym.
See, you need to send me some of your, I don't know, mindset for the gym. No, I do notice that so over the summer I stopped doing like little workouts. So I don't go to the gym, but I'll do like, push-ups, pull-ups, whatever.
Right.
And then I stopped doing it over the summer for whatever reason. And then I look at myself and I'm like, damn, you need to like do something about this. And then I still don't. And it's like, why am I not doing anything about it?
Yeah.
Where's the motivation?
I think I guess the motivation for a lot of people comes in when they actually start to see results.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Because I know at first I was like, nothing's happening. What's the point?
Well,
But
that's true because like when I first met you, I had just moved back from Mexico
uh
and I gained like almost 20 pounds
oh
in like
wow.
the transition from moving from Mexico back to New York. And I was like, this is not okay. So this is why like I started running with that. I try to run at these like club events because it's almost like forcing you to go, right? Like there's an actual time
Yeah,
and a place to like start,
right.
and that helps me get motivated to actually like do it, right? Because if not, then you're like, oh well, I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it
And then you
later,
never go.
and then you never go. But if you say, hey, Tuesday night, this spot, go run, it's like, okay, because if I don't do it now, I'm gonna miss it, right? And then it's
Yeah.
that weird psychology of like guilt and like, oh man, I should have gone. Um, but yeah, I mean, after a month, I lost like 10 pounds just from forcing myself to go run and then, cutting back from the 20 chicken wings to like 10 chicken wings. Like those little dietary differences plus the running. I was like, all right, I was able to like get back in decent shape. But yeah, it's once I did start to see the number on the scale go down and I looked a little bit different, it's like, all right, I'm okay with this. Like, I'll keep up. I'll keep this up.
I think going with groups and like other people and stuff definitely is motivational. I've gotten like even just the group I started on campus, it other like people outside of it, they'll push me to go run. I'll be like, I don't know if I feel like it today. They're like one of my friends will be like, I got running clothes and shoes, and I know that's the we're going for a run type thing. So I'll be like,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. Let me know the time. So I've kind of gotten to that. I've joined some other groups too. It's very it's real good. It's good for motivation.
Yeah. Yeah. And like that's literally 90% of why, because I hate running with people. I prefer to run by myself.
Really?
100%.
Wow.
That's why like I always just go at whatever speed and I
Uh-huh.
don't run with people usually. Like you, I would run with because you're fast as shit. And I'm just trying to like see if I can actually keep up. And I can keep up for the most part, I think.
Yeah, you can.
Um, but yeah, that's like the only reason I would run with people. It's like, oh, this person's fast. Let me push myself, right? Because if not, I'll just go at an easy pace
Right.
and just relax. But as soon as I see someone kind of like booking it, I'm like, all right, let me just try and keep up for a while. Now there have been times where I like show up hungover as fuck, and then like they'll run. Someone will run at a slower pace, and I'm like, all right, let
Uh-huh.
me talk to them the entire time, so I don't have to run so fast. Um, nah, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how healthy running can be,
Yes.
assuming you let your body rest for recovery. Because damn, man, oh, so many people just get injured and then they're still out there, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? But what about your
I,
diet? Like, what, like, do you focus on diet at all?
somewhat, but I'm not like really strict on it.
Right.
Like I would say for the most part I eat pretty healthy. Like right now, I bring, of course, little things to munch on to school with me. If I'm here for a long time, I'll bring like, everything for the day. So typically I'll have like meat in my regular meal. It'll be like meat, vegetables, a starch. Uh, I'll bring fruit with me, and I'll bring snacks. My main snacks are like granola bars. Right now I have some goldfish and some fruit snacks, and then like the little fudge strip cookies. I have a few of those. I have to have some. You gotta have something with a little,
Yeah.
You gotta break it a little bit somewhere in there.
No, I
But
feel you on
yeah,
that.
and then I'll either have fruit or a smoothie. Most times it's fruit.
Yeah. Fruit is probably better than a smoothie.
Yeah,
I get into debates with people because I'm I'm a very pro meat guy.
really.
Like I want meat in like every meal, and if possible, nothing but meat.
Oh wow.
Um, but then people are like, no, that's not healthy. But I think that's the healthier option to like what like a sandwich or like pasta or
Really? That's interesting. I am I'm I'm not against meat, but like I can do without it.
mm,
Like I do have meat in all my meals, but if it's missing, it's not anything
it's not
like
a biggie.
it's not a biggie. No.
Yeah, no, I die when there's like no meat available.
Wow. I only like with meat, I only eat turkey and chicken and fish anyway. So
No red meat, no pig.
no red meat, no pig.
Last night, my buddy got some gummies at some random weed shop. And I was like, I don't think these are really gonna work, right? Because most of these weed shops are like fake.
Really?
Um, but he was like, no, 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 no. Like some of these actually have like really good gummies. So we asked the guy, like, all right, which ones are good? Anyways, point is, we got some gummies. They it definitely worked. Um, but then we ended up at this diner and like all we got was like eggs, bacon, and like what did he get? He got some like hash.
Corned beef hash?
Yeah, corned beef hash. That's what he got.
Uh
And yeah, we just had like a whole plate full of meat, and we're just like, yeah, this is probably the best option. Even though we did try to go to Jollibee to get some fried chicken, but they were closed. We were so sad. But yeah, for me, it's meat, meat, meat. I try to avoid anything with like bread, but obviously, I'm not gonna say no to pizza. Like I will always eat pizza. Um, I hate eating sandwiches, but they are really good because all
Okay.
that
Wait, why do you
bread.
hate eating Sam? Oh, because of the bread. Okay.
Yeah, I mean the bread is like nothing but sugar.
Right.
Like they put like 10 pounds of sugar into like these pieces of bread.
That's true.
But I think that the meat is good. The bread is not good. Most vegetables are almost pointless. So I'd rather eat meat. Fruit is good for you. Yeah, I have a really weird diet, but at the same time, you'll see me at McDonald's pigging out. So I can't judge too harshly on others because I'm the same way.
Do you eat out a lot or do you cook?
I haven't cooked in over a year.
Oh my gosh. No
Actually,
way.
actually, it's coming up on like 2 years because
No way.
I cooked a little bit when I lived in Long Island City because I had a decent kitchen. And when I cooked, it'd be like a steak, maybe some chicken, eggs, bacon. And I was actually really lean when I did that.
Uh-huh.
But then I moved to
A lot of
Mexico.
protein.
Yeah, exactly. Like mostly protein, like Monday through Friday was mostly protein, protein, protein. And then on the weekends, pizza, McDonald's, whatever. Like I didn't care. Right.
Uh-huh.
But then Monday through Friday, again, I cook at home, maybe some leafy greens here and there, but not often.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, and I was healthy and I think I looked decent. But then I moved to Mexico. I tacos all the time. That's fine. I didn't really gain any weight from that. But then like the last month and a half to 2 months of my like living in Mexico and transitioning back to New York, there was a lot of bread, a lot of traveling, a lot of not running. And then next thing you know, the combination of bread with not running, I literally gained almost 20 pounds like immediately. Um, but yeah, and so now I am struggling to get in good shape because I don't cook, and because I'm not cooking, I'm usually getting sandwiches like from my deli shop or something.
uh
And
there's
all
the
that
bread.
bread is insane. So I don't know. I need to find a way to like start cooking again because this kitchen that I have is like for children.
Oh,
So it's like I don't know if I feel comfortable cooking here because there's not a
right.
lot of space. Um, but yeah, if I could, it would definitely be just meats during the week and then whatever on the weekends. But
Okay.
instead, literally, I had Chick-fil-A on Tuesday, and then I had what did I have? I had pizza on Wednesday. Yeah, see, it's just bad decisions all week long, which is why I'm like, damn, all right, I need to do something to get rid of all this jiggly stuff. But so everything's good with you, man? Everything all right?
Yes. Yes.
Are you ever gonna make it out to another run session?
I'm gonna try. It probably won't be within the next month, but I'll try. I do plan on it because I do need to get back running with the groups again.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know, been busy with like school and working and all the extracurricular activities and other little side things, you
And you
know?
started your own run club.
Yes. Yes. So a lot just has happened and it pulled me in 5, 10 different directions.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, hopefully you make it out again. We need to catch up. And
Yes.
then whenever you do turn 21, I will buy you a drink of your choice.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Of course. But yeah, thanks again for making time. Thought it'd be cool to just chat on here and kind of catch up.
Of course. Yes.
But yeah, like I said, if you make it out there, let me know.
All right.
And regardless, we'll go out and grab a beer after you turn 21.
Sounds good. Thank you for having me.
Of course, man.